IG. It is checking connection, letting everybody know we are on. Let me actually, I got to check. I got to check up on it. It's 5:25. You guys we coming at y'all on a cheers day. Everybody come and have a seat. Hi, Lisa. That's basically my auntie. Hi, Lisa. Loris, 2655. Mommy! Mommy, I love you. How are you? Mommy, I wish you were here. I was having a tough day today. I needed mommy hugs. Hey, everybody checking in. Y'all come on and have a seat. Lady Pink 538. We are just waiting. Marie Coffee. Hey, honey bunny. Marie, I don't think I've seen you around lately. How you been? Wendy Lava. Hey girl, how you doing? Roberta, Jackie, my brother Save. Hi, Lady Yvette. All right, we are just waiting for Dex to pop on. Actually, I told him I was ready. Hi, Cecil. I know I'm saying that name all the way wrong, but you know I got love for you, right? Then Ray J used to say that. Got love for Ray J. Southern girl. Hi, my love bug. Hey, Vanessa. Southern girl, that's your name? Okay, now I know. I swear, I love like chatting with y'all, and even in the Philadelphia area, like sometimes we'll see people out in public. Actually, a few weeks ago, I ran across, he's a normal like watcher. His name is T Rose, and I saw him out in traffic, and we gave each other a hug. I was like, now when y'all see me out in public, please say something, because y'all know y'all like my damn family at this point. Hey, Virgo girl. How you doing, love bug? All right, now, I told Dex that I was ready. He said he was ready. But I would text him and say, all right, Dex, hopping on now. So I'm hoping he gets the memo and realizes that we're on. Sir, you're late for class. We're on a little early this time around, but you're still late for school, Dexter. Let me see where he is. Let me see if I can grab him. But how is everybody doing today? Dex, I'm sorry, I'm being all... Dex, don't make me be like your mother. Bring your ass in this house. Now. There you go. Get your ass in this house. Now, where are you at? There you go.
Hey.
That's so weird how you just popped up. And normally it gives me like the sign, like it's cycling. We're bringing Dexter on. There was no alert. Nothing. You just popped up on me.
I don't like to be late. It was weird though. I usually have my ring light on, but I can't find my cord for it. I don't know where it went. I don't even remember taking it off.
Oh, that's okay. Well, you gotta. Well, actually, it's dark, but it's not like crazy. Pull the camera away from you a little bit. Maybe that'll. Because right now it's giving burnt biscuit.
No, it's like Oh, what am I like?
No, remember when that person said that?
Yeah.
That was like, we love the comments.
Keep talking. I think I know where it's at. Just keep talking.
Okay, take your time. Hey, everybody checking in. Y'all come inside. Have a seat. I don't know if you want to go grab a snack, but go on ahead and do that. We got a little bit of time. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Actually, well, since I know Dex isn't, he's around, so I'm sure he's hearing this. But we just want to thank y'all so much. We really did hit a goal, like not even a goal, an unexpected, like, whoa. Y'all showed up and showed the F out on our last live. I appreciate you. That's like a career high for us, and doing this long now, really pretty much all pandemic. So it was nice to see that. It was like 6,000. I said, oh my God. And it's all thanks to y'all, because you know how me and Dex say all the time, it could be it. We could get on here and talk to each other. Y'all see the lives where you go on and people, it's lit, but ain't nothing happening, and there's one person in there. So seriously, we are so thankful that you guys even just care about what our silly behinds have to say. Entertain Me says, if he takes the hat off, he won't have the dark shadow. Now, Entertain Me, you know how Dex is with that. I mean, sometimes it depends. You know our guy. He might not have had a fresh cut. And you know, Dex, he don't like being on here unless he fresh to death. Well, sweetie, where the hell you at? Did you have to go build a ring light? Shit. Now you're making my mama and my grandmama come out. Not my mama. My mama can be sweet, I'm sure. But we all got them other sides to us, right? We do. Hey, everybody checking in. Thanks for coming. So how was everybody's weekend? I mean, you're getting us on a Tuesday, but how did everybody's weekend going? Not Busy Mom 379. No, well, listen. The episode is young. We could get some pickles popping today. Who knows? If the conversation calls for it, it's always pickle time.
Of course, I walk in when you're talking about some damn pickles again. I am sorry. I cannot find the cord.
Everybody was here for the pickle talk. I'm not going to hold y'all. I did go back and watch that damn episode, Dex.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple times. And each time I watched, I was like, you wouldn't have thought I was watching me and you. I could not stop laughing.
It's like, one of my favorite things to do is to watch or listen to stuff that I do. I think I'm very funny.
You are. You're and don't let anybody tell you differently.
No, I'm very entertained by myself. You can't. I'm very entertained by myself. Like, I think I'm, like, super funny. Like, nobody's funnier than me.
It's our friend who moved up in the world on us, Matt. MS M squared 517. Hi, Matt. How are you, love bud?
I've been trying to get Matt to get this happy hour together for the longest time, and he's moved on up in the world. He doesn't have time for us little people anymore.
Well, he got time because he here. Now make it happen. Matt, you here. Matt.
And Matt goes to the spots, too. Every time he goes to, like, a vacation or happy hour or whatever, it's like, oh, you found the good spot. So, like, it's always, like, good, like, vibes and energy and stuff like that. You know how people places with nice photos you can take? His places always have good photos.
Oh, they always good photos. Okay, he sound like my type of crowd. So, Matt, we going to do that. Dexter, put it on the books. Don't let Matt, real quick. Y'all hire?
You know, isn't it terrible that a person gets a job, right? And literally they'll be at the job for like a week or two. And then people are like, so about my application.
Oh, y'all ain't got no other positions on. What y'all got open over there? Just JK. Oh, not gallons today. You don't want to fuck them up too much today.
Well, I already drank my gallon for the day. I'm just doing more water today because I want to preserve the sexy. You got to, because ain't nobody glowing like you've been. Look at that skin. I mean, it's hard to tell it right now. But you glowing. Hard to tell. Look, Matt said we waiting for you to escape too. Well, listen, what the kids say, anything's possible. But so Dex, how was your weekend, love bug? My weekend was good, but like there is this thing about me that I've kind of like known for quite some time, and it's like this is kind of crazy that this consistently comes out. I can't drive in other people's cars. If I get in somebody else's car, not driving, but like passenger side, back seat, including Ubers, I get seasick or motion sick, whatever you call it, car sick every single time. Like if I got in somebody else's car, no matter what the temperature is, I'm rolling down the window. And I don't like to make a scene, and I don't like to say it to people or whatever, so I just roll the window down, and I be trying to gas for air. Like, oh my God, I can't breathe. I can't take it in here. You be up there holding on to that little, where you hang the clothes at, you be holding on to that. I hate when I have to get in other people's cars because, like, I literally it doesn't matter who it is, I get car sick. You know what? It happens. It's okay. Just to get you a little ginger ale next time. Well, I have to travel with ginger ale every time I get in somebody's car. Well, you're black. You don't travel with ginger ale anyway? No. Well, you're doing this black thing all wrong. You're supposed to have the ginger ales on deck in case of emergency. You should be able to pull a ginger ale out your pocket the way you would pull a condom out of your pocket. Well, I don't travel with What? I don't travel with those either. Well, now you don't have no reason to. Oh, speaking of, I saw something. Oh, what it is. My wife says that she says you have control issues and you can't control the driving. But like, it don't even be the way that people be driving. I swear, like y'all cars stink. Like y'all cars have like this smell to it where I'm like, ugh, my God.
Everybody, what are you talking about? All black people cars smell like Morning Fresh. You don't like that smell?
Well, first of all, I don't buy those scents like that. Like, I don't get that kind of stuff. But when I was buying those kind of scents, like from the car wash, I would get the vanilla aroma one. That smells amazing.
You look like you love a vanilla child.
Vanilla. But look, well, but even if I get that, like, say you got that, right? You got the vanilla, put it in your car. I would get in your car and I would still want to throw up. I don't know what it is about y'all cars, but y'all cars, like, all y'all cars just stink. Like, I don't know what y'all be doing.
It's definitely your control issues. I'm going to go with that.
My control issues are so bad that it makes me smell something when I get in people's cars and get dizzy.
So you mean to tell me years ago, this is probably like when we first started working together. I remember we ran an errand. I was at this point, I was like, Dex, come on, get in the car, let's go. And we ran an errand to the market. So you felt that way in my car once, even after me and the guy had an award words and was cussing each other out. You felt that way?
Oh, we had went to. Oh, we went far. Well, I worked at no more. We went far, like so far. No, that was crazy, and I didn't remember that. We went far. That was definitely. They should dock our pay for that lunch break. That was a long lunch.
No, not. Well, at least the people with them lunch breaks, they ain't getting no checks there no more anyway. So y'all was good. That lunch break crew. But the best would be, I remember when my girl Dana used to work there. You ain't had no plan. Like, all right, let's get, just sometimes you just need to detach from the office. No damn plan. Me and Dana get in the car and drive around for the hour without shit accomplished. All right, let's go here to eat. Well, no, we'll go here. Well, no, there.
That's normal. Towards my last year, I was outrageous. Well, before the pandemic, like, I really would take, like, my lunches were not, yeah.
Speaking of lunches, we're going to get back on that. Just remember Longhorn. Because that was one of your favorite spots. Okay. Hey, everybody checking in. Pull up, have a seat, grab a snack. How's everybody doing tonight? So overall, your weekend was good, though, right?
Yeah, it was a really good weekend.
Okay. I must say, my weekend, I didn't do too much. Actually, I felt so bad.
You were traveling.
Huh?
Traveled this weekend.
Well, I was supposed to do a lot more this week, but this is my first, that was my first week of hitting, summer events like crazy. So I was supposed to go out on Friday night to a friend of mine. His name is James, and he does these curation of, these party events, and it's called a Lover's Bounce. And when I tell you they look so damn dope, but I hit them up because, Dex, when I tell you my sleep been off, still even last night, sleep is crazy off. I'm shaking and shit. You ever been so tired where you shaking? Ever had that?
My eyes will do that where it's just like they won't stop twitching. Yeah.
Yes. So I texted him and I said, James, will you be mad at me if I don't show up? I said, this week has kicked my ass. And he was like, it is okay. There's going to be plenty of more events, so I'll keep you posted. I said, okay, so the next one, I have to go to that one. But then Saturday, me and my girl, I went and got a massage.
Went to Cuba on Saturday.
Yeah, I went and got a massage and then hopped the flight to Cuba by way of Old City. It was supposed to be a girls' dinner, and I'm supposed to be out looking like I'm popping. Honestly, it was only supposed to be like a quick dinner, a quick bite. Next minute, I know it turned in, we're going to Cuba Libre, put a cute dress on. And so because I got to look like I'm popping out here, I brought the girls out to play. Stop. But no, it was just a really nice, fun time out. And shout out to the people at Cuba Libre, a lot of the security. They were good there. They took care of a bitch. Shout out to Darius from Cuba Libre. He made sure. He made sure to make sure.
Fair. I think I'll do a birthday dinner at Cuba Libre. I love Mexican food. Maybe I'll do that.
Well, that's Cuban food. You know you can't be don't
Well, why the other
Jill.
funny? So
Jill.
the other day, I know I'm Joe Biden, right? No, the other day, right? My friend is explaining to me where a location is, and he's like, he's going and going and going. I'm like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. He's like, okay, so this is the restaurant. He's like, I realize I have to talk to you in Mexican restaurants. That's how you know point A to point B. And like it's crazy because when he said it, I knew exactly where the place was at.
Or just something Hispanic, something Spanish like. That's is all in. But no, it was cool. Like I had honestly, when she said Cuba Libre, I said, "Bitch, we've been there since my damn 20s. What are you talking about?" But I was actually glad I went, and the food was good. I was shocked. I've never eaten food there before.
See, I've never partied there. I've only eaten food there.
Really? Okay. See, I was opposite. It was straight for the party. For a while, I was like, "Y'all serve food? Why?"
No, that was good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, their food that day. I think I might have to go back like this week because that motherfucking crab guacamole.
I never.
Whew,
Sounds good.
that crab guacamole was life. And yeah, I might need that recipe because I could see. And that's perfect for you. Hey, Philly grown up. How you doing, baby? That's perfect for you because Spanish food with crabs. Child. But yeah, the weekend was good. It's one of those things I'm getting closer to 40 because that recovery time, it ain't that bounce back ain't like it used to be. I'll just say that. Bitch be needing a whole second day of recovery. That's what she be needing. Okay, so we got weekend updates out the way. Let's get into. You said something a little bit earlier. Hey, TJ Madison, baby, how are you? You said something earlier about Longhorn.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
So
I just said I used to take extra long breaks, and you assumed that I was eating a Longhorn.
assume. Let me go check. Let me
Well,
go check the tape.
I was looking at my Facebook on this day. 6 years ago today, I was at Longhorn
Sure you are.
on an extended lunch break.
What day during your tenure with us did you not take a lunch break?
No, it's funny because like we really would take lunch breaks and we would typically go to Longhorn, but every once in a while we would sneak a Chili's in there.
Chili's, you know what? I think I'll be a little safer with Longhorn because Chili's, it's got to be like after work because I have to head home.
Well, one Fridays.
Oh no!
I never know.
Oh no! That's a wrap. The last time I went there, they were like, I said, I know it ain't an armed guard out here for me to go get something to eat. I'm done. Done with it. Ain't never been back. But yeah, so there was a video that went viral between yesterday and today. I guess you can call it this. I guess we'll intro this on our caught on camera segment. So
Make that up.
come on. When them cameras is rolling, anybody is watching. So somebody said, "Oh, happy Monday, Kurtwood." Yeah, it's Tuesday, baby, but we here.
Oh, I didn't realize today was Tuesday until just now. I really didn't.
So listen.
Happy Monday. I was like,
Maybe
yeah.
we should make Tuesdays our day because I feel like it's already there. People are so used to us coming on Monday. So then when we come on a Tuesday, they're like, oh, the week speeds up.
They totally felt like a Monday too.
Yes. But so, okay, at a Longhorn, I'm not sure what part of this beautiful country it was located in. But a man and a woman were in. I can't be serious. A man on video, a man and a woman had an altercation outside of the Longhorn. We don't know what happened to like cause the first infraction, the reason for it happening. The only thing that I heard was somebody said that the man told his wife to go sit down, go in the restaurant, sit down while he'll handle the situation outside. So he walked from the view that we saw, him and this woman, they were arguing with each other. he proceeds to walk over to the woman, and they're both speaking to each other in very aggressive tones. I grew up with you're entitled to three feet of space. After that, you have the right to throw hands at everybody when you've come into my space. So at one point they were pretty close to close, but face to face. But at one point the man goes in even closer and like in her face and yells at her. I don't know if he spits at her, but it was just something very aggressive. Child, Pop Pop turned around. Sis came from behind and slapped the shit out of Pop Pop, pushed him, and he started falling back into the, oh, goddamn. There is a light that shines. Come on, Dex.
I don't know why it's so bright.
Because you're bright, sweetie. It's your return.
Well, you know
that's the return.
Well, you know that.
But you know it. Y'all see it. But yeah, so since this video has aired, the damn internet has been in a tizzy. Whose side are you on with this, if you've seen it? Dex, you and I have talked about it, or we shared in a group chat earlier. Yeah. Was the man wrong for following, like basically telling his wife, go have a seat and I'm going to go handle this? Or was the woman wrong for putting her hands on him?
I think the woman was wrong. So it was a older white man and the, middle age, maybe, like black girl.
She might have been in her like 30s or so.
Yeah. I don't know what middle age is anymore. Like, what is middle age?
Yeah, just don't say it no more because it's offensive.
100 years old, so middle age is 50, but the woman didn't look 50. So, like,
no.
Hard. No, she was wrong. For multiple reasons. One, there's a video that starts a little bit before that one where she actually hits the man early on. Like, she hit him. I sent that to y'all. You didn't watch it because it didn't fit y'all narrative. But
I did watch it, sweetie.
She hit the man earlier in the conversation. And then, like, obviously he was upset about it, so he kept going back and forth or whatever, and they kept going back and forth. Then he hit her. And then it was kind of like she wanted to like knock his block off, which, first of all, I am one of those people that I am not very confrontational, but if I am going to be confrontational, like, I'm not going to be confrontational with someone who's probably in their 70s. Like, I'm not going to do that. And I wouldn't argue and go back and forth with them. They're older, like, just kind of like have some respect in that situation. And there was a narrative that's put out, I believe they said it was her kid or something like that, that said that it started as a road situation and then it escalated to the Longhorn restaurant, and they said he spit on her. There's no evidence of this man spitting on her. I didn't see him spit on her. I see him get in her face, but I see her hit him first, and then he hit her back, and then she like hit him again, and then she wouldn't stop. Like, she kept going after the man, like she wanted more, and it's just like, come on.
Y'all gotta see this video. Hey, Nona Britton, baby. So the vantage point that I saw, I'm gonna somewhat agree to disagree with you, because I just feel like it was one of those situations. It did not have to get out of hand like that.
Yeah.
But Pop, once you brought your ass back out, you had the audacity. You told your wife to go sit in the restaurant to get her out of harm's way. Which means, Pop, you had some intent to bring some harm to this woman. So the video that I saw when like the first hit happened, it looked like she hit him because that's when he got dead in her face and kind of made this quick movement. Pop, you getting the shit slapped out of you. I don't give a fuck how old you are. It's happening. Okay.
You can't go around hitting people like that. And like, personal space or not, like, she could have walked away. And to be honest with you, y'all trying to go sit in the restaurant, like, go sit down and eat your food. Like, I don't understand this whole like this mindset of like being so violent. I don't get it.
Man, you come in my face, it's over. You better say whatever the fuck you got to say from across the room. Because as soon as you step, again, I grew up, my parent, you 3 feet. You don't let nobody wait to hit you.
Yeah, but your parents also taught you to respect your elder. So if this man is saying whatever to you, you don't go back and forth with an elder.
When we both grown.
You can't both. He's obviously more grown than you are.
I'm going to let you slide a little bit. Because I see what you're saying. That's a valid point. I was raised like that. But now that I'm an adult, I'm going to let you slide and I can think for my own. I'm going to let you slide a little bit. But if you keep pressing, Pop, you're going to be picking your ass up off the floor. Get out of my face.
And maybe the person who sent this to us in our group chat this morning, he's non-confrontational, right? Non-confrontational. And he said that the girl was right. That's when I knew out of the three of us, I'm the good one. I am. I'm the good one. Y'all two are like, I don't know.
Listen, I've stated on here before, from 8 to 80, y'all gonna get these fucking hands, okay? Come here and act stupid if you want to. Actually, what?
When I put this on the podcast, it's gonna be the name of the show, From 8 to 80.
From 8 to 80, these hands are rated E for everybody in between. Anybody can get it. And speaking of, I was just about to say something that just happened too. Was a segue. 8 to 80 fighting. Was there another fight video that happened today?
Not one that I saw. But speaking of fighting, Quinta Brunson has been fighting for her opportunity, and Quinta Brunson and a lot of the members of the cast of Abbott Elementary.
Yes.
Abbott Elementary, they're getting Emmy nominations.
Oh,
yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing.
Oh, that's dope. I'm happy to hear that. Okay, so that was part of our, well, actually it wasn't part of our caught on camera segment, but it was caught on camera.
look what Dylan said.
Smokes crack.
Gotta read the whole thing. He said, so for the podcast listeners, real life deal, he said we said, are there any more fight videos? He said Hunter Biden smokes crack. That's one of our stories. You want to get into that?
Listen, it's first on the docket. Y'all can't see him. I was just about to get into it. Come on, real life, you want to join the show from time to time?
I think that, he definitely, Toya, the other day I was talking to him, right? And I was like, this guy's mind is so powerful. It's like it's so powerful. It's ridiculous. But I don't like to get nobody else no credit either, though. So I
know you don't.
But his mind is up there.
It's there. We need to do another pop-up chat, like a happy hour chat, like we did before. That shit was fun. We can't save it though, y'all. So if you catch it, you catch it. If you don't, you don't.
But for more on him, he does a show called Views from the Chair. It's on a Facebook Watch podcast, and then it's also on all streaming podcast streaming platforms. I feel like we're gonna disagree when it comes to Hunter Biden. You'll be shocked how I feel about it.
Okay, so let's go. So recently, there has been video dropped of, we all know of Hunter Biden, and y'all got to stop recording every motherfucking thing.
Because why were you in that crack den recording? If you weren't anywhere that people need to see this, what are you doing?
Y'all can't do y'all motherfucking crack in peace in the motherfucking hotel with the prostitutes and in the tub. You got to pull your phone out and say, let's shoot.
Remember when Andrew Gilliam, is his name right? Andrew, remember he did I think he did crack, right? He was doing crack.
Yeah, it was either crack or meth. If you ask me, it's all the same shit.
He was doing crack out of his asshole, y'all. It was insane. That was a lot going on. But with Hunter Biden's video, it's funny because initially I saw people talking about it or whatever, and I didn't, pay it any attention. And then I saw them splice the video with Joe Biden talking to, I guess, the Congress or Senate years ago. And he was saying, if you have this much crack, you need to be in jail for 5 years. And they show all the crack on Hunter Biden's thing. I'm like, well, lock him up. Lock him up, big dog.
And he had it on the scale, rounding that shit up. They had enough crack on there. They showed it us.
When I saw that, I'm just like, yeah, Joe, you gotta sweep your own. What they say, you gotta sweep your front porch before. How you the president and your son's doing crack? That is kind of crazy. But I will say though, I think that, and I've always thought this, even when I was younger, I thought this about the Bush girls, the Obama girls, not so much about the Trump kids, but I did think about everybody, all the other kids or whatever, where it's these are kids. Leave them alone. They're going to do what they want to do, what they're going to do. They're not the president. Their parents are. Their father is the president in these situations. Doing this and dragging the kids into this. The Trump kids, and you guys can call me BS or whatever. I feel like they're fair game because they be talking a lot too. They be doing
Yeah.
but this Hunter Biden stuff, it's like you guys aren't really doing this because you think it's a problem that Hunter is doing the crack. You
Mm-hmm.
because you have an issue with Joe Biden, you want him to be taken down a peg.
And
That
the thing is, what you're saying is absolutely correct, but the thing is, it doesn't even make sense. We all know Joe has been very open about Hunter's addiction to drugs back in the day. Now, we had no motherfucking video to see how Hunter really getting down out here, but now that we know, so I just feel like this. I should be laughing through this. Jesus, Lord help me. I don't even know why. I'm a little tired though, but it's just sad. I don't like this. I kind of feel like with Trump and them, you just expect it. I just feel like all the Trump kids is on a little booger sugar or something from time to time.
not the girls, not Tiffany, and not I don't know what Tiffany be doing. We don't even know her. not Ivanka. That woman is. I love her. Like she can do no wrong for me. Like her, I love. So she's not on there, but the rest of them, sure.
I think I just take issue when people are opening up about, like, I'm having a real issue here. Like, they're being vulnerable in a moment of weakness, and you take that and use it against them. Like, I don't like that. Flashback to a few weeks ago when we talked about the Monique and DL Hughley blow up that happened, and she referenced something, an interview that he did, and the way she spun it was like, how could you trust anything from a man like this who does this to his daughter or thinks about this about his daughter? But then when you flash back and go watch the video, that was some bullshit. Like, this man was like being vulnerable with us and letting us know he was wrong. And so for you to take it and use it against them, and I feel like that's what they're kind of doing with the Bo thing.
You talking about
Hunter?
You talking about DL right now, Hunter?
Yes.
Craig apologize for nothing. Like he's just his thing out there. Like he's just Hunter.
No,
he ain't
my business.
He's just. I don't know how recent that video is either, though. Like I don't know if it's like present day or like really old. Like I don't know.
Well, from the looks that a couple, 2, 3, 4 times I looked at it, ain't look like it was that old.
We shouldn't be laughing. If you or someone that you know has a drug addiction, like definitely like keep them in prayers and stuff like that. And like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say in this situation. Like I feel like we're being insensitive. Sorry, guys.
That's the fuck we are. And we really don't mean no harm, but goddamn, somebody like I did said good camera quality. You saw every fucking thing. He was in the motherfucking tub singing lullabies and shit. I don't know what the fuck was going on. Hunter.
Well, Dylan also said that this makes Joe Biden more relatable because everybody has at least one Jay in their family. Jay is a junkie. See, don't laugh. I'm trying to be serious. Never mind. Let's go to the next topic.
Wait. Well, I did hear. Remember when I told you and Brandon I'd be going to certain. I gotta stop being so chatty with every fucking body because I don't understand why everybody just wants to tell me their business. So one of the stores I go to, it's kind of related to the crack too. So she was talking about how her boyfriend was, cheating on her with this woman, and she was on the cracks. Wait, what happened?
Read that.
Why did I get an image of Biden calling Obama, asking him to cruise around checking crack houses for?
No, I've never had to experience that dealing with someone on drugs and stuff like that, but I've heard that is like insane, like living crazy. But
I wouldn't even want to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the girl at the store, she was saying, oh, he's cheating on me. With this bitch in my house, drug addict bitch. I said, oh damn, now he fucking with a crackhead. Why you messing with him, girl? Well, this is her response. It's not crack. Well, what's it's dope. Okay.
Wait,
well, I said it's all.
I'm not fully up on this kind of stuff. People, but some like for me, I would say crack. But when I say crack, I'm talking about everything. Like
everything. It's not weed, everything.
Well,
shut up.
Is crack. Like when I say dope, I don't quite understand what dope is. Like I don't know what that means.
Me either. So I think the majority of people around, we just call everything like crack. Okay. She was like literally offended that I was saying it was crack. And she was like, no, it's dope. I said, well, ain't it? It's all the same shit. She was like, oh no, it's a difference. I said, you're not my people. God, her sis got me together on the drugs, okay?
I feel like when you say like crack is obviously crazy or whatever, but I feel like if you say like heroin, like that's insulting because heroin is like a junkie drug, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Well, crack is,
but like, because you're actually using like the needles and stuff like that, so I think that's a little bit more serious. I would assume. I don't know.
We might need to have some. Whitney said crack is cheap. Exactly. Well, and Hunter, your daddy make way too much money for you to be sitting up there to smoking crack.
Crack is
weighing it out.
Well, according to Trump, Russia gave him too much money for that too. Like you should be on something else. We don't get pulled down from just because of this episode talking about drugs.
We gonna talk. Dexter, title this episode "The Trap House."
They got a war on drugs so the police can buy them. I bet you don't know where that comes from.
Pop.
Look at you.
Wait, sir, go away from me with this Apollo, because you need the fuck trying to play with me. Now I don't know everything, but when it comes to the classic black, a bitch knows. Okay?
Okay, somebody wrote something big. They said, Javon said, the needle can be used for anything. People take Xanax, melt them down, shoot them in their arm. Okay. I don't want to read it.
You giving classes?
That was just a bit much for me. Like, it's just a little much. It's information I didn't really need to know. I don't want to know.
Well, you know what? We're going to let Javon slide because Javon, we're going to say he's preparing to write a script. You guys know he's a comedian. He's actually a Emmy award-winning comedian, a writer. So maybe he's doing the research for an upcoming project. So if you guys need to know how to do different variations of crack, cocaine, or any type of drugs, you want to shoot it up,
No, you're not gonna advocate for that. You're crazy. But Nona Britton 7 said it's levels to addiction. Heroin is so addictive and it's destroyed families. And just prayers to the Biden family and everybody else who's out there like dealing with this. Like this is obviously something.
Yeah, it's really not serious. And heroin, that's one of the child. Like I don't want no shit that I gotta take it to get the hell off of it. Like I can't just stop it tomorrow. No, we gotta lighten your dosage. Hi, T Rose. T Rose is the one that before we got started, I told y'all that I ran into him at an event a few weeks ago, and it was just nice to see him. I was like, T Rose. I was like, when y'all see us, say hi, because y'all know y'all like our extended family. So it was nice to see him pop up.
Well, speaking of needles, there's a strain of COVID out there.
Really quickly, before we get into COVID, we just have one more caught on camera story that just dropped today, and I felt as though since it was so recent, we got to talk about it. There was a Brazilian doctor who decided to just have fun in an operating room. Woman was sitting there. She was about to have a baby, but by C-section. So while she was heavily sedated, the anesthesiologist decided that, you know what will be cool in this moment? Pulling out my pickle and putting it in her mouth and taking a picture of it.
No way.
Where the family at? Now, this is Brazil. Shit pop off down there. Ain't no rules down here. Where you at, sir? How are you not lumped the fuck up?
How did
I'm not understanding.
Did he post a picture? Like, how did he get caught?
It's other people in the operating room. So
the anesthesiologist, there's other people that are there.
Yes. So think of everybody, and somebody had to record the shit or snap the photo.
That means it's not the first time, because of that many people being comfortable with you doing that, and you being comfortable in front of all those people, you've done this before.
Let me tell you this. You better put in your notice right now, because anybody else employed at that hospital, I don't give a fuck if you the motherfucking janitor. These hands, let's go. Everybody as soon as you walk out your shift, you get into business. Because to me, this tells me this is what y'all do in there and y'all play. You gonna play over my body? while I'm sitting here trying to just get off the table from this damn surgery and survive it, and you gonna put your peen in my mouth?
It doesn't look like they played over her body. It looks like they played in it.
I gotta beat you the fuck up. You gonna desecrate my body and my unborn child right here? Y'all trying to get up out of me?
And like, how long was it in?
I don't know. Enough to take a motherfucking picture. I know that much.
And did you look at the picture and be like, oh, do it again? I gotta get a better angle.
I gotta get it in there a little bit more. Adjust the mouth. I wish she had some type of damn reflex in the middle and bit that shit off.
Yeah, like what are you saying?
Think of it. You dirty trifling asses to even think about that. But I'm sorry, that's our last caught on camera. Continue, Dexter. Hey, Jay Ryder, baby.
Just that there's a new strain of COVID out there, and they're saying that this strain will get you whether you're vaccinated or not. I think they called it C4 or something like that.
CB4?
Yeah, it sounds like that stuff that Hunter Biden was on. It do.
We all gonna be in the tub singing?
Possibly.
But y'all know? Yeah, I saw that. I'm just like, not that. I mean, we all know the COVID is still here. It ain't going nowhere, at least no time, no damn soon. So I don't know. When you get COVID news, are you like, oh, are you guys, oh, because now I hear it and I'm just like, all right, next topic.
So I wasn't for a while, but then when I was watching the news today, and then they said new COVID update, and I had turned it back. I was getting ready to turn it, and they said COVID update, and I turned it back. I'm like, wait, what's going on now? Because honestly, I kind of forgot COVID existed. Like, I've been living as if like it's not there no more.
Everybody has been.
So, like, physically I've been doing it, but also mentally, like it's whatever. It's over with now, but it's not. And like today was like a wake up call. That's like it's not over. We're still in it.
And I'm still outside.
Well, there's that.
Me and everybody, like, I mean, because at this point, unless we are talking about, like, we got to go back into quarantine, this variant is very deadly again, like.
I can't do quarantine again.
I can't, but at the same time, if it happens, it happens. Like, I'll eventually just be a hiking asshole again. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I can't do quarantine again. Like, I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. I developed a drinking problem during quarantine. I've kicked the habit. I do not want that again. During quarantine, I spend so much money on liquor because, I mean, why not? Like, I don't have to go to work the next day. I get up when I feel like it.
Uh-huh.
I can't do that again. And now I feel like companies will be prepared for it, so they will be like paying attention to what I'm doing and stuff like that.
And you can't have that. Don't be paying attention to nothing going on over here. I'm drunk. It's 8 a.m. and I'm drunk, and mind your business because this work is still getting done.
Get drunk at 8 a.m. I would always drink like after the work day was over. But day I would probably start the work day instead of 8. I'll probably try to start it closer to 9. Like
okay.
Because my head hurts a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through that again. I'm too old for that now. It was a one-time thing. We can't do it again.
Well, the way your cousin's out, the way your cousin's been acting out in these motherfucking streets, and now Hunter Biden out here just showing us his crack lace evenings. We all might need to go to fuck back in the house. It's time. Like I'm tired of it. Wait, Philly grown up said, can we take a second for Latoya word for penis, pickle, and peen? 3 P's. Get you some. Wait, Javon Pierce says, I never stopped drinking, guys. No time limit. Now, Javon, I'm going to call you because we really got to talk. You guys, my guy, Javon Pearson, has done a slim down. He's looking good. The face looked very refreshed. Did you put the bottle down, JB? Because usually results like that is because you put the bottle down. What's really going on? But we'll talk about it somewhere. I'm with SL Bro 70. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. What is this time thing? It's now, and now they make it so you can do champagne, throw a little orange juice in it. Where's this judgment about? Judge your mammy. Don't judge me.
You were saying that exactly how it was in 2020. Like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Here, right now.
Now, let's go. Pick a country. We traveling today. Pick whichever country or state it's 5 o'clock in, and we doing it. He said, yes, a little, plus this California loving. Okay, we really got to talk, JB. Find out what's going on with you. Okay. All right. So we created this. Actually, we were talking about it earlier today. We created this new segment called "Whose Side Are You On?" And so basically, you side of beyond well things that we've seen throughout the week, where it's like this person versus the other one. So we guys invite you to play along with us on this new game of "Whose Side Are You On?" So let's start with Neo. Dex, I'm gonna let you pick it up so you know the most about this story.
Okay, so guys, in the comments, let us know whose side you're on. It's Neo versus Lucky Day. All right, so Neo was asked like, "Hey, Lucky Day's blowing up. He's such a big artist. You had an opportunity to sign him. Why didn't you sign Lucky Day?" Neo said, "I didn't sign Lucky Day because he was at my home and I was getting ready to go on a little tour, and I told him he could stay at my home, and I said, you can do whatever you want to hear. Mi casa is su casa. Just stay in my bedroom." Lucky Day's like, okay, cool. So Neo goes on his small tour. He comes back home. He finds the Lucky Day in his bed with a woman. Whose side are you on, Neo or Lucky Day? I'm 100% Neo here. Well, I'm 50-50. I'm 50% Neo because it's disrespectful. Like, I asked you not to do this one thing, and you just shouldn't have done it. The other 50, why you got this man in your house if you're not there? Like, why is anybody in your home doing whatever that they can do? Why is mi casa su casa if you're not in the casa?
So here's the thing, being that, so again, we're going in Hollywood, like not necessarily Hollywood, but the entertainment business. So I think the reason why he was in the song, especially if you're a young artist, I'm thinking about signing you. It's a shit. I'm in a mansion. Like, you could be here with me and I'll never probably fucking see you. So listen, bro, don't pay for no hotel or nothing like that. You can stay with me. I trust you enough to let you stay in my home. Besides, I'm traveling. I'm working all the time. I'm not really there anyway. I got a full staff, camera, and all that other stuff. So if I give you rules and tell you, if I tell you, you can do whatever you want, have a good time. This is a resort. Just stay out of my room. Don't do nothing. And I think he actually said, "Don't be fucking in my bed."
Well, he wanted him out of his room completely. Like, I don't want you in there. And he
there's no reason.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason for you to be in there. And then I'm away and I find out you fucking bitches in my bed.
Well, how did I know it was yours? I didn't know which room. There was so many rooms in the house. I didn't know which one. Oops.
You'll be able to see next time your eye open up after I close it. Maybe I'm gonna give you a reason to not know which room you couldn't find it because both of your eyes were shut.
And throw them out the house like they did, like they used to do jazz.
Like, that is trifling. How dare, like, that's some kid, like, it's so funny because in movies, I've never had any friends that would do this. It have sex in their parents' bed, like, when they would go. I always thought that was weird, but in our, like, American movies, they would make it seem like that was a thing. And, like, television shows, is this a thing? Because even with my kid, like, you getting hands put on, and especially some strange peen that your peen ain't coming from me. We ain't no blood ties here, so no, you gotta get lumped up.
It's a weird thing to do.
It's right? Okay, even in teenage world, it's that weird.
It was weird to me.
Okay, because I'm like, man, because I always like, listen, growing up, we've seen the same movies. So seeing it, I'm like, why are y'all trying to project like this is an okay thing to do when it's not?
I've never seen that happen in a movie either. I don't know what you be watching, but I ain't never seen nobody.
Those damn teen party movies where the parents is away and the kids be all over the house fucking, and even in the damn parents' room. You ain't never seen those teen angst movies.
I've never seen anything that like specified like, hey, this is the parents' bedroom that they're doing this in. Like, I've never seen that. But
you call for Tina so she can slap you for me.
I also don't think that you should be doing that in your parents' house either. Like, I don't think that level of like with the movies and stuff when they show them having like a party that they shouldn't be having and anybody having sex in the house or whatever. It's like, this is a little weird because like my guests don't necessarily know whose room is which. So like if my friends are at somebody's house and they doing it, like it's Billy
ground up.
Billy ground up said, okay. She said, okay, I only did it once. Let's move on. Wait. Danny Bobo 38 said whatever. Like, so y'all are doing this. Y'all are smashing in the mom and dad's bedroom.
And Pastel Bros, I think 70. I'm sorry, baby, if I'm saying it wrong. She was like scream the whole like these scenarios happen. Stop. At least in American culture, they try to make it seem like it's a norm.
I remember this happening to Scream. But at the end of the day, like they was dying in Scream, so they reaped what they sowed.
Well, that was always the thing. These little horny teenagers, all the horror movies, it's always some little horny teenagers getting the business. And guess what? Y'all still won't stop fucking.
Well, guess what?
Jason can come and get your ass. Freddie can come and get you. And y'all still gonna be out there throwing that, spreading it wide.
Neo is a nicer guy than I am, though, because if I had some pool and I caught you doing this, not only am I not signing you, but I'm sending you back down to the welfare. Nobody's signing you ever.
And
like,
you leaving my house. Yeah. It's done. I'm telling everybody how you violated. And when you walk out my house, you're going to be ass naked. Give me them fucking clothes. You don't need them. You ain't need them in here when you was fucking on my bed. You don't need them outside. Go. So there was another one whirling into our next. Whose side are you on? So recently, I want to say Nicki Minaj against the world right now.
Nicki Minaj against the world is a perfect way to do it. We can start it off with Nicki Minaj at the Essence Fest. They played Monster, which is a song she's on with Kanye West, and or Ye. And she's like, turn it up. We don't fool with no clowns. So you could assume that she said that because Kanye West has done a lot of crazy stuff over the years. However, she was still fooling with him. What happened was Cardi B put out a song, and Kanye West is on the song, and it seems as if Nicki is beefing now with Kanye West because he's on the song with Cardi B, which I think is like super lame.
It's extremely lame. It's there.
She's also overseas cursing them out too. There's like a video that surfaced of her like pushing on the police officers. It was weird too because like I was talking to Toya about this earlier. She was like, so it looks like Nicki was like anti-police in this situation. She's pushing at them, she's cursing them out. But then when she got in her car and the fans started chasing the car, she was calling the police to tell them to help her. So like, what's
over here? You see this? You see this mayhem?
What's really going on?
So supposedly, right before we went on, she went live real quick. So I said, let me see what pieces I can get. So she did a little bit of explaining what happened. She said the police officers, they were cool, but she wasn't trying to have people block her from her fans. She was like, I'm determined. I was going to walk down this street with my fans. So I was just telling them, like, y'all got to back up. And then, of course, something about they doing their job. But so I had to push them off. It's about the fan love. Girl.
Okay.
All right. And then something else happened with her as well?
There was rumors that she said that she was pregnant.
Yes.
But then she wasn't.
Supposedly she was on live. She was like, all of a sudden, guys, I'm not fat. I think she pulled what you did the last time we were on the show, when she was like, everybody asking what I'm drinking. She pulled the Dexter. She said, everybody asking why I'm fat. I'm not fat, guys. I'm pregnant. Ha ha ha. Didn't mean it like that. That came out wrong. I'm not pregnant. But it's so funny how Nicki starts throwing out these things. And this was right around the time her husband gets sentenced. So anything to take the attention off of what's really going on. Because when all of this came to light before, that's when she started doing the Nicki antics. So.
That's a really, really, really good way to put it. Like, that was smart. Good observation.
Mm-hmm. But the only thing I'll still say, this whole Nicki Minaj and you unfollowing Kanye, bitch, that's money that you could be getting in the future. Why are you being stupid and all because he did the song with Cardi? So I have a question for Nicki. If you guys, anybody know her, send her our way. Maybe she can answer this for us. Or she could be watching. Nicki. If Beyonce decides to do a song with Cardi, are you going to call her a clown? We don't fuck with no clown ass bitches.
Well, Toya, Beyonce's doing. Never mind.
What?
No, it was.
No, do it. Say it. Say it with your chest.
No, I was going to say she probably would call Beyonce a clown because Beyonce probably would never work with Nicki Minaj again because Beyonce is doing Me Too checks with everybody who works with her, and given the background of Nicki's father and her husband, or her brother and
Her brother.
brother and her husband, there probably would be no chance that she would get to do a song with Beyonce. So I think she'd be upset with Beyonce and call her a clown too.
You can't break my soul. You can't break my soul. Come on, B.
There's that.
I love how nobody in the industry will really challenge Beyonce. Because if I'm Beyonce, I'm doing whatever the hell I want to do. And if you take issue with it, you fuck your money up down the line. Because again, we could have got paid together.
But you would think that it's the same kind of thing with like a Kanye West too. And like with her doing this with Kanye West, it just doesn't make sense to me.
And we're not going to take this away from him. Kanye's producing. Listen,
it's not like he did from what we can tell. It's not like he did anything to her. So
exactly.
Like, it just looks a little weird that you would stop your own opportunities because of that. That's just, to me, that's bizarre.
And it's weird because I wanted so much more. You know, I'm not the biggest Nicki fan, but I am a fan of a lot of her music, but it's just her ways a lot. And I think like since she had the baby and even getting married and moving, we're like, okay, like I was like, all right, Nicki, we cool. And then to see you revert back to the same dumb shit, it's like you ain't got nothing else to focus on. Like, focus on you. I just want you to be great. All right. And our next story, and Dex, you know all about this one too. T-Pain and Chris Brown. Whose side are you on? Go, Dex.
All right, so just an abridged version of it. So basically, T-Pain was giving an interview to some boy, and and they asked about Chris Brown's name came up, and T-Pain actually said that Chris Brown like proceeds like a princess, like he's basically, I guess to kind of sum it up is that he's very like, he didn't mean it in a complimentary way. I'll put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like he meant like insulting, like to Chris Brown. I think that I'm on Chris Brown's side in this. I didn't hear T-Pain give any examples of why he felt that way, but I think that I would side with Chris Brown because I just think that's a disrespectful way to talk about a man, especially someone that you made money with and all that kind of stuff like that. Unless there's like a real serious need for a beef between the two of you, I don't think you need to come out and say nothing like that. It's not like he smashed somebody in your bed after you asked him not to be in your bed, or like he did a song with Cardi B. Like it's not like he did that. So.
It's so funny because I guess the conversation came up because recently Chris Brown took to Twitter, I believe, and had been complaining how people are not listening to his music or like buying the albums, and it seems like not that his star is fading, but I want to tell people like usually everybody has a good run. And once it doesn't take away anything that you've done in the past, but once the music starts sounding more repetitive over and over, and I'm like, at the end of the day, Chris Brown got hits. We're not going to take that from him. The man is an amazing performer till this day. One of the best live shows I've ever seen because he is the truest essence of a performer. He leaves it all out on the floor. He's drenched like from all the sweat. So I appreciate that. But at the same time, bro, you were that guy. Just accept the moment for what it was and not bow out gracefully. You can continue with it, but don't do the try to have people feel sorry for me. Woe is me. Because let's be clear, in this industry, Big Sean, Chris Brown, we done gave you, not all of we, but a lot of people have been giving you passes on passes on passes. So stop with that. Stop with this narrative that you're trying to create that is just not true. Yep. Put out better product.
I agree.
That's true. If them records and them albums are hitting, people gonna buy it. They'll stream it regardless.
Nene Leakes and Bethany Frankel.
Yes.
So with
this is the reality roundup. Go ahead.
Am I jumping the gun?
Just a little bit, but it's fine because we're about to wrap it up anyway. I want to end it on one more thing we'll end it on marriages.
Okay. Bethany Frankel, who is one of the Real Housewives of New York, or she was one of the Real Housewives of New York. Like she's always praised for her savvy business mindset and all that kind of stuff like that. Well, she announced that she has a new show on, I think, CNBC. and Nene Leakes, who is not doing well this year in regards to like public perception and image. She commented on the woman's post and was like, figures, basically. And Nene has a lawsuit with Bravo, who also is, good terms. Well, actually, if she's on CNBC, that is an NBC affiliated station, and Bravo is owned by NBC. So
Yeah.
they have to do with her like getting that job too. So Nene maintains that she's been blackballed from the industry and all that. So she saw that, made a smart comment on it, and now Bethany responded back and was just like, oh, whatever. But like, I'm kind of on Nene's side now. I'm starting to kind of understand what she's saying when she's like, opportunities were taken away from me. And the reason I like, Nene Leakes trends on social media every day almost. Like, she's consistently trending. Like, you can't talk about the Housewives without talking about Nene. Like, she's a really big part of that show. So for her to not be on that show, and you can just kind of see that from a professional entertainment standpoint, nobody's working with her really. Like, yes, she's on College Hill now, but like the caliber of talent that she has and who she is, you would think that she would be more active on stuff. Like, people will be calling her doors. Her doors should really be getting knocked down at this point. And it's I could tell that she seems to have like a bit of an attitude with her, whatever, that needs to be adjusted. But the talent is there. So the fact that people are like, I mean, a lot of them have attitudes that need to be adjusted. But like, when the talent is there and you can make money out these people, why aren't you? So it does.
Yeah.
As a point here, I don't think she needs to comment on that woman's post though. Like, that wasn't necessary.
No. But see, the fact that you're commenting, you're taking issue with Bethany Frankel. From what we know, we don't see any issue between the two of you. It's the antics like that is why people are tired of Nene. She's one of those people where, unfortunately, like, her mouth just gets in her own way a lot of the time. But with that said, I'm going to give it to her. She's the queen of, I said what I said and meant that shit. Like, she ain't gonna take nothing back. I throw it out there.
And that's the thing that we were talking about earlier today, as far as that people have that mindset of like, I said what I said. I think Nene is kind of proof that that's not good
At all.
Like, I get it. You're going to speak your mind. You're going to say whatever you feel or whatever. But like, when it starts to take money off your table and starts to take opportunities away from you, is it still like worth it? Because yeah, you said it, you felt that way, you meant it, but like, you didn't benefit from it. So like, is your conscience clear because you got it off your chest? Or
no, I think her conscience somewhat is clear. Like, it's just the heat. I need to get it off my chest, just get the message out there. But at the same time, you can't be mad when people are like, all right, yes, you can say whatever you like to say, but I also can continue to work with you or continue to sign your, re-sign your contract or not do it. Yeah. So you can't be mad at the consequences and repercussions from your decision making. Now, a lot of the points that from the past when it comes to Bravo, we're not going to act like this is not a thing. It's always been a thing with people. Others have gotten more opportunity over other people, especially within that franchise. It's also who's best friends with Andy as well. But let's be clear. A lot of people ain't saying a lot else because them checks are still cashing. Because when all this Black Lives Matter started and George Floyd, Bravo created this whole programming to highlight, to have these conversations with their Bravo celebrities. Yeah, back then, for a lot of the people, it was an issue. Now, all of a sudden, it ain't no issues no more.
But that kind of tells you, though, like, think about it. If your company that you're working for, if they're like, hey, we want to do this, yes, they're trying to get in front of things. But Toya, remember at one point, you and I, during this, we were making an active list of who spoke about this and who did not. And yes, I think that if I'm working for this company and they're speaking up about it or whatever, and they're including me in it, I could be like, okay, you know what? Like, I can respect how they handled this situation. Then her, on the other hand of it, you weren't a part of any of that stuff or whatever. And it seems as if like, when the checks were cashing for you, there was no issue. But like, as soon as the checks stopped cashing for you, now all of a sudden everybody's racist. And I don't pulling that card.
Yeah, I'm not going to take it away from the experience because just being a Black woman working in the world, especially in media, we know this exists. But I feel like there could be a lot of her playing it up as well, just like you said, because the checks aren't cashing. And like you said, people aren't really dealing. But you saw she shut her ass up when they told us that man was married.
Yeah, like she was kind of like quiet on that. And I haven't seen him.
Why you ain't talking about that? But you on Bethany Frankel page. Why you ain't going on his page? Why you ain't going to white page?
Yeah, you said nothing to that lady.
Why you say that to her?
You should have went on that
So,
that figures.
insane. And that's another thing. I don't like when people like try to do boss up or muscle up on people where you know you're not going to get that heat. And, Nikki again. It goes back to Nikki a la Miley. What's good? Like you look trash doing that because Miley ain't the fuck about it like that, and you know that, so it's weak. So I kind of look at this even with Nene. Like, why would you do that to her? Like, why you ain't bringing that heat on somebody's page that you know that can give it, give you a run for your money? But thinking of Nene, she would.
I bet that remember she did it to Wendy Williams and Andy Cohen. But the thing is, though, when Nene does it, she does it to people who are in powerful positions, so they shut her down. Like,
Yeah,
lady's gonna shut you down. Wendy shut you down. Andy's gonna. These people are shutting you down. Like, just look. If you need to speak up, speak up. But like, count your money.
well, speaking of Wendy and transitioning into our next story, there was a photo that went out with Nene, Marlo, and Wendy together. Looked like they were in some type of store. So, huh?
They said it was an old photo.
Oh, it was an old photo. I don't know about that.
I think it may be old only because, like, I think that there is a push now for Wendy Williams to, like, revamp a lot of those relationships. I don't think those girls would be willing to help her do that. And they should, like, truthfully, her and Nene doing a podcast together would be such a great idea. But I think Nene's ego is just too bruised at this point. And rightfully so, because Wendy took shots at her and stuff like that. But ego is very bruised right now. And it's like, she's not going to take it. But, like, that would be a smart idea for her to, like, get herself back out there.
Yeah, I think it would be too. Maybe not in the same room because both of their mouths are vicious, but that's the thing. It's the clash of the egos. Both of them have it.
Yeah.
So then I don't know how authentic it would be. Like, I feel like it would, when it's funny, but when it gets nasty, do I really want to see that between them? Like, so I don't know. Like, I'm interested to see, but I don't want it to get too nasty. But on going more into Wendy Williams, recently she just broke news that she's not giving up on love.
Oh, that's good.
That she's about it. She would love to be in a relationship again, but what she's not sold on is the idea of marriage. She doesn't want to get married anymore.
Wow.
And that's because her reasoning for that is because there's no money in marriage. Now, Dex, being that you're recently married, it wasn't that long. You're coming up on a year. Congratulations.
Yeah.
What the fuck is she talking about?
The fact that you're leading with money, like, says a lot. Like, you can't say that you're looking for love and then say, like, but there's no money here. And honestly, there was no money in your first marriage either. Like, you were the breadwinner there. So, like,
well, in the beginning, wait, who was this, Wendy? Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Sorry.
You're looking for someone to finance your lifestyle, which you can kind of do yourself, then sure, you're never going to find that. But, like, I think if you go into a marriage and you're looking, and I'm not saying, don't marry nobody broke. There's not that much love in the world. If a person can't take care of themselves, then, like, I don't think that they're marriage material. I don't think they should even be dating personally. If you can't take care of yourself, you shouldn't be dating anybody, because why would you want to suck anybody else into that BS?
Exactly.
I don't think that you should be basing who you date and who you love based on how much money they make or how much money they have either. Like, that's kind of insane. Like, I'm not saying go just date anybody or whatever, and it's like, I'll just accept it. No, but, like, make it make sense too. Like, what is this man or woman doing for themselves to know, like, what you're going to be getting yourself into? Because Wendy, you didn't do that, and you ended up taking care of him financially. I don't know about, like, personal and stuff, but financially, you ended up taking care of him. You don't want to get into that situation again because you've been burned. That's understandable. But you have to realize that no man is going to want a woman that's saying, like, I only want this man for his money. Nobody.
They don't. But then you also have to consider there's another side of the coin. You want people, don't marry nobody broke. But you have people who will, and this is both men and women, I would rather spend your money. I know people who make more than their significant others, but I don't want to spend my money. I want to spend your money.
I mean, I that sucks, but like I think that you're not leading with that. Like that's what you're doing. However, you're not leading, saying like, just so you know, when we get in this marriage, I'm spending your money. Like nobody's gonna go for that, and that's what you're doing now. Like she's saying that publicly. Like that is. I think for my biggest advice when it comes to getting a relationship, specifically a marriage, is to make sure finances are in order on both sides. Like that. The one thing I refuse to ever fight about in my marriage or in my friendships is money. Like I don't fight with people.
Thank you.
I can't do it. I won't do it. I've never argued with anybody over money. Like I will get burned before I go back and forth with you over money.
Thank you. And then when I see, because especially like me and you, I feel like we're both very like free-hearted and not like, we don't mind if we have it, it's yours. And we don't hassle people for it. But if the shoe was on the other foot and you gonna get mad at me over we ain't even talking. I can understand if the checks is like, all right, now, bitch, you need your ass beat for taking all that money. But if it's not, the value really isn't there like that, and you come at my neck for $20 fucking, is this what we doing? Won't talk to you ever again.
Like, yeah, it's definitely one of those things where it's just like real friends and real relationships, you don't keep track of who's doing what. Now,
Thank you.
Out there paying for everything every time y'all go out, but if a person truly respects you, they're not gonna let you do that anyway.
Thank you. It shouldn't happen. You ain't gonna offer to pick the tip up. You ain't gonna do shit.
Because at some point you realize, okay, this is how they move it. We're not gonna go to this place. You're still my friend. I still love you. We still hang out with each other when we can or wherever. But we're not gonna go to certain places because I know you don't like to feel. But I want women to be careful with that too, though, because a lot of guys will pick up on those kind of things. If you're a woman who's like, I'm not paying for nothing, I'm not trying to pay for nothing, and I'm not talking about dinner dates between the two of y'all. I'm talking about like going to the store to get toothpaste, and you think you're not toothpaste, or like every time y'all go shopping, he's swiping his card. Like people get tired of that kind of stuff, and like that builds resentment. And like I would say to women, like I got it, and 9 times out of 10 we do. But like, it's nice to know that you're able to get it too.
Yeah,
women like that you're able to get it too.
You have to. You and as this day and age, you have to get it on your own. I'm sorry, I was raised from a stock of women. It ain't about what he got. It's about what you have. And then when y'all come together, what y'all have be amazing. But it's what you have. And again, women, you cannot have shit because I'm working towards something. You got to be working towards something major too.
And just one more thing with Wendy, like you have money. So to say that like, in marriage, like that leads the public to believe that you want somebody with more money than you so that you could benefit from this.
Exactly.
You need to you got to go to therapy to get over what that man did to you. Like it's not fair to you.
You're right, Dexter. You're absolutely right. I just wanted to say hey to Lorraine Womack. That's Compton and Victorville. Cali checking in. I'm getting out to Cali before a year. My cousin Sean, every now and again, I see you in the stories and you watch this and you support Sean this year. It's going to have to be after summer because the way these Russian roulette is happening, the way roulette is happening with these motherfucking airlines, you got a flight, next minute the shit's canceled. I don't know how I'm going to get home. That stresses me out.
Go in April. I'm going in April.
April?
Mm-hmm.
What you doing out there in April?
WrestleMania.
I'll go in April, but I got to get there way before then. Like, I have to get there this year. But I'm down for going again in April.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because I got plenty of family that I got to pull up on and see. It's literally been, 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's time. I got to get out there.
I'll get to preaching to you if you don't. Like, guys, when you guys finish this, like, if you have your grandparents or your parents, you need to give them a call after this show because you just never know.
You don't. You really don't. So, guys, Dex, so little insight. I know where the fuck you was going with that. And I had to get in my memory bank, like, what were we just talking about, and try to make it make sense. And then it made sense. But I was nervous. Entertain Me said, wait, I had to log off when y'all were talking about having sex in your parents' house. Dex, you didn't live if you had sex in your parents' house. Dex, he wasn't, where Miss Vicky? Gary-O! Gary-O!
I'm assuming that she's saying you haven't lived until you've done it, like had sex in your parents' house.
Entertain Me, you want to be homeless? My kids, you want a house to live in?
No,
ain't nobody fucking in here but me. I pay these bills.
No, one time I like it was like the 4th of July, and I was terrible at driving at this point. I didn't even have a car. I drove my parents' car, my mom's car.
Mm-hmm.
I drove like to the city, and I could not figure out how to get this girl back home. I did not know. It was before GPS. I did not know how to get this girl home or whatever. So I was like, "You just gonna have to stay here for tonight, like whatever." So like we stayed downstairs or whatever. And the next day, my dad was like, "I need to have a talk with you." Like, it was like so serious.
Got you together, and never again.
Now, parents having sex in your parents' house, I just couldn't do it. Their cars.
Listen, I've known the people. I ain't never been but the sneak you in the back door. You go upstairs. We got to stay in the basement. Come on in the back. Go to the back of the house, dip off. But again, in my household, my future kids go back and watch this with mommy's head because it's going to still stand. Ain't nobody fucking in my house but me and daddy. That's it. And it better be each other. And if you see some other shit coming in here that don't look right, you better tell me because you and your daddy going to be homeless. Okay? That's what's going to happen. But our last story, we're going to make this one quick. I just thought it was funny that it popped up right before we came on. Martha Stewart, our girl, is in the news. Is Martha a city girl?
Martha Stewart?
Yeah, I mean, she actually might be a city girl. She went to prison.
Uh-huh.
She definitely gets down with the get down. She smokes weed.
Okay. With Snoop Dogg.
She used to be with Snoop. She used to be a model, so you know she was out there living, dipping and doing, thotting and botting. But thotting and bopping. But the latest thing, she was on Chelsea Handler's podcast recently, and Martha made very interesting statements about her friends. In fact, she said, when it comes to, we're talking about dating and how she, how she does it, is she dating? And she says, yes, she is. But in fact, she says, sometimes I wish my friends would die, my girlfriends would die, so I can so I could date and have sex with their husband.
Portia. Now, you know what? I'm going to give Martha a little credit because typically I am under the mindset of don't let nothing stand in the way of your happiness.
You don't.
On
Nope.
that man right now, nothing should stand in the way. Not that ring, not the friendship,
Nothing.
marriage, none of that.
Kids, none of that.
No. So if you want him, get him right now. You deserve it. You deserve it.
I mean, her crew of friends, they're over a certain age anyway, so.
Now, you would tell me you wanted me to die so you can marry my partner. What is wrong with you?
Sure, my Kate. And if we're friends, no conversation prior to, I'm showing up at your house and I'm beating your ass.
And
it's happening.
You can never come back around. Like, there's no more couple parties for you because you're a slut. Like, we're not doing
it's done. A whole slut puppy out here thotting and botting. Bitch, you've been sitting up in my house eating, having brunch and shit, watching my man walk across about to go to work. As fine as he is.
Cooking for him, cooking for the girls. I think your husband would like this. Now every Christmas gift that she gave your husband, she was plotting. Like, she's like, your woman can't dress you like me. I'm gonna put you on this tie.
You gotta get your ass beat. But all of the thoughts that came across my mind after hearing that, how you've been sizing my husband up, Martha, get your ass in here.
And I don't know what's worse, you wanting to marry this person's husband or you secretly wishing this person dies. Like, not a divorce, dies. Like, that's so extreme.
Entertainment said to the many that still want Fatima, Dex said, do not let nothing stop you.
Not a thing.
If you want it, go get it.
Because look, can't nobody be taken unless they want to be took. So
Listen, and you ain't in the business of keeping niggas that don't want to be kept neither.
no.
Go. If that's what you want to leave daddy, go.
And the grass is greener over here. It don't get no more greener. It don't get no more greener.
It damn sure don't. So if you want to get out there and shortchange yourself,
there you go.
do it. Have fun.
Now I do have a question though. If you were married, right, and you died, would you be okay with your husband marrying one of your friends?
I mean, I have to be okay with it because I'm dead, but am I going to like it? Absolutely not. Because you wanted to fuck this bitch the entire time. So now I can't. Now it's not just you I got to hunt. All the old bitches out there, you could have rebounded with. Why is it the ones that I was doing Sunday brunch with and we were raising our babies together, doing family vacations? If that is happening, I got it, like, just for GP. Like, I got to come back and haunt the shit out of both of y'all. Not happening. I'm sorry. Now, I want you to be happy. I want you to go, be amazing. Maybe after some time passed. Depends on how long, like how old I was when I passed away. Did you guys, and like maybe 20 years down the line, you know.
Nobody's waiting 20 years.
If it's before 20 years, I'm haunting the shit out of y'all, and that's just what it is. Hey, Craig Daddy Cairo, that's my my chiropractor, Dr. B. Dr. B, I tried to come see you this Saturday, but you weren't there, so I'm hoping I can get there. Well, this past Saturday, so I'm hoping I can get there one day this week. If you guys need an amazing chiropractor, hit up Dr. B, Crack Daddy Yo, Quest Chiropractic. Go ahead, Dex, I'm sorry.
I don't think I have a problem with it. And the only reason I say this is because if it was me, right, and I passed, like, my wife would be comforted by my friends. Like, they would be the person that's, like, checking up on you. I mean, they should if they were your friend. Like, they should be checking up on your wife, your kids, and all that kind of stuff like that. Like, they should make sure that these people are still good. Like, you know. You don't think so? If I died today,
family, I don't care if I'm dead. You talk to my kid, reach out to him. What the fuck y'all got? You know, but I'm.
If I and my friends did not reach out to my kid and my wife, then I'm gonna hunt you. Like, that's a problem for me. So, like, naturally, you're going to reach out to them. You better reach out to this person, and you better be like, making sure their bills are paid, making sure my kids gets to school. Like, you better treat my kids like I would treat my kids. And I suppose you probably treat my wife the same way I did.
Exactly.
And I could see how that could turn into something. Like, I don't think I would be mad at it. I really don't.
Look, so somebody said, Philly grown up said, Latoya, when after your death, you met someone in the next life, would you have a relationship or be loyal to your living husband? Well, that depends on the living husband. Was he a piece of shit? If that's the case, I might take my happy ass over here into the next lifetime with my new guy, okay? But
look, McLean,
but I take issue. I actually posted about this a few days ago. The whole that whole Titanic shit still gets under my skin because Rose was foul. She was trifling. Gonna sit there and have sex with this hobo. You all rich and fancy and want to have a good time on a boat. Act like you in love. You could have saved his ass instead, but you was stingy. You didn't want him sharing the door with you. So you said, I'll never let go. And then you let his ass go. Then you go off, get married, having a beautiful life, beautiful children, and then die and take your ass back to Jack. And Jack's sitting up there waiting. He got a problem too.
Toya, can I ask you a question? Because I always hear people say with the Titanic, like, she could have saved him. She could have saved him.
Yeah.
I don't want no broke man. You're a poor. Like, what am I going to do with that? See, that's
She, but it was different. Us, we don't want nobody broke because we ain't used to having it.
she,
That Rose had oodles and noodles of damn money, okay?
Jack didn't.
Rose was all right.
Jack didn't, and then she would have had to live with that man. Then he started getting his feelings and stuff. Like, nobody got time for that.
Great Daddy Cairo said, and then she threw the motherfucking jewel in the water. Rose is the problem.
I don't need them. Very rich over here. I got the money. I don't need that. What the fuck am I gonna do with these jewels? I got plenty of jewels. I got every diamond you want to think of back there. I don't need this.
And the motherfucking jewelry, that bitch was reckless. The jewelry was the damn gift that your fiance gave you that you cheated on the mother. You cheated on your fiance with a hobo on the ship having sex and damn cars from 1910 and shit.
I'm a city girl. Cause look. That movie, this girl, like, it has nothing to do with you. You're just there or whatever. You're just on the boat, just there. The end of the movie, you realize this is all about you. Yeah, Big Rose.
You broke your broke ass. Let me throw this little piece of jewelry down to Jack's broke ass in the water because I know he need a coin.
So Rose got on that boat with this man. She cheated on this man, got a tune up, and let both of them die. And she won. Rose is the one. Rose like the only person that survived the Titanic. Like, I'm with it. Like, Queen Rose.
So is Rose the original fuck nigga free baddie out here?
Yeah, Rose is the original city. I see. I think we need a Titanic part 2 because Rose, bitch, you got some splaining to do. I don't like how you set none of this up. I like to see how Rose's life was when she got off that boat. She was like, whew, good Lord. That was dodging dudes and icebergs.
He was down there in a third class area, drinking and shit, having a good time with the poor folks.
She was Nunu from Rose or whatever movie. Yeah, Atlanta. She was Rube ATL. Nunu from ATL.
Rose was Nunu. What the hell? That they said Rose, aka Carisha. Rose is the original city girl and Carisha. Like, cause she said, F y'all feelings, it's about me. I'm out here getting it. We rich, y'all see it, it's light work, it's nothing. Get out your feelings, get into this bag.
They said only God himself can sink this Titanic. Rose said, watch me. Look, watch this.
But that's the thing, they were like, Titanic is unsinkable. Then Rose pulled up. Watch this. So all the Titanic would have never motherfucking sank if it wasn't for Rose. With that said, we are very aware that this movie was fake. But it was real to us.
And also, it wasn't no black people in it either. Oh, and another thing, speaking of this weekend, this is the last thing.
It was one, but go ahead.
Probably a slave. But this is the last
Dead.
This is the last.
Look like a mummy or something.
My wife has started watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, the dragons and stuff, like wizards and all that stuff like that. I'm like, but where the black people at? And she's like, oh, well, How you got dragons and wizards and all that stuff, but you don't got no black people? Come on now.
Well, there are. You guys got to watch it more. It's set up like different countries and things like that and different factions like it is here in the real world.
Wasn't no black people in this country. She gonna say, well,
how many black people you see in Sweden just living up there, just walking on the streets?
Why are you based in Sweden then? She gonna say, she gonna say, black people weren't around at this time. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's all? But dragons were around. Like, this is ridiculous.
Not that life wasn't started in Africa, and just wasn't around. What's the Eve gene? The one they found it a few weeks. They call her Eve. Like they're considering this is the first woman the oldest specimen of the woman that they have since creation. So they call her like the Eve,
Barbara.
the Eve.
Oh, never mind. I thought you were talking about something else. But they hadn't invented black people. Yeah, exactly.
And on that note, good night.
We really appreciate you guys for tuning in to us. Like, we love it when you guys comment on the YouTube. We love that you guys listen to the podcast. We maintain that we may have a very small following. Well, I don't know though, because we got 6,000 views on that one video. But whatever, small following, but they are engaged, and we genuinely appreciate you guys. You can find us where we live. I'm only panning now. The podcast.
You trying to pull up? Come up to the house.
The YouTube is Chocolate Divinity, and then the podcast, just wherever you search podcast, the minimum balance, and just follow the podcast for our ridiculousness. Thank you guys.
Yes, thank you.
Evening.
Thank you, and thanks for entertaining me coming through. The girl's name is Lucy, the first woman. So thank you guys. Have an amazing night. Check us on the YouTube, and we will see you next week between Monday and Wednesday. Bye.